Hey, this is Hooded Wanderer. I'm going to do this introductory video. We're going to talk about our free online classes that we're going to offer here in 2024. Our in-person classes in Southeast Missouri have taken off like crazy this year, and so our schedule is way maxed out. We even started offering classes during the week to try and accommodate everybody that wants to go to the classes so people aren't locked out. So this is the introductory classes that we taught in 2022. So we're going to offer those free this year online here on our YouTube and Facebook page, Modern American Shamanism. We're going to get into everything because we just don't have the time this year and already probably not next year to revisit all of our introductory classes. So we're going to offer these free online so people can get caught up to speed and be ready to jump into our intermediate classes without feeling lost or, wondering what the heck's going on. Uh, these classes this year online are going to cover mostly the pre-Christian German and Scandinavian Icelandic knowledge about heathenry. We're going to be talking a lot about the pre-Christian German because a lot of those traditions were not lost or buried by the church because the Italy or the Romans, whatever you want to call them at that time period, did not want to revisit the Teutoburg Forest incident. So a lot of the Christian traditions, especially from the Catholic Church, are just appropriated German heathen traditions, and we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about how you can always find heathen and pagan traditions by looking at the laws the Catholic Church created to outlaw or ban certain things. So, why would you make a law and ban things if they didn't exist? So, some of the things we're going to get into is why you don't need to look for other spiritual traditions to find rituals or ways of doing things when they still exist in the Northern European heathen traditions. Some of the things we'll be talking about in our upcoming courses are we're looking at Vision Quest. We've got those. It's called Utasete, where you go sit in the woods at night and do rituals and other things that we'll get into when the class comes up to find wisdom and knowledge from your ancestors, from the spirits, from the land whites or land spirits, totem animals. We got tons of totem animals. We call them Filgia. People of Northern European descent have one, two, three, six, or nine visible Filgia that you can meet and work with during special rituals. And we'll get into the class about what they are and what their function is. Healing with herbs. We have work cunning. Coach Spirit's going to be teaching several introductory classes, about different herbs, how to do tinctures and other things like that. That'll get people up to speed for intermediate classes at the end of this year and next year. Now, this is an herbal class, but it is not meant to replace your primary care physician or any medical specialist you see. This is just for your personal information. Sweat lodges. We have saunas. Now, when I say sauna, I do not mean going and sitting in a steam room in a hotel or a public gym or anything like that. Yeah, that's a sauna, but we're going to show you how to do the sauna rituals, and you'll see why saunas were considered a vey or a sacred space. Okay, they were so sacred that even women gave birth in saunas, especially in the winter. If you ever lived in Northern Europe, winters are cold. All right, and we'll be covering tons of other topics, the importance of women in pre-Christian Europe. This was one of our big classes in 2022 and 2023. We had to teach it multiple times because we had so many people interested in it, and class sizes were usually limited to 15 or 20 people. So we're going to be offering that free this year online so you can get it here without having to try and find a location where we're offering it and that they have open spaces. We're going to be talking about working with the ancestors, how to sacrifice, make offerings, two different things. Okay, and why your ancestors are very important if you're from Northern European descent. There we go. Lost the word for a second. And we're also going to talk about symbology, which is the runes and other symbols, and more about the Fylgja, because the Fylgja is a very important concept, and it really needs to be delved into by itself and needs to be delved in very deeply. When we're working on just the runes, the ones that everybody knows, the 24, the 32, and the 16, and the 19, and all of that, um, that's our big introductory rune class. That usually goes for 2.5, sometimes 3 hours long. We teach everything you didn't know about the runes and a bunch of other stuff. That's a real popular class. We were at Pathways in St. Louis just the other month, and we had to have 2.5 hour back-to-back classes because it filled up so fast. So I don't know if we're going to be offering, well, I take that back. We are going to be offering that in St. Charles this month. So pay attention to our event pages on our Modern American Shamanism Facebook page, and you can get all the info you need from that. Excuse me. We're also going to be looking into different rituals themselves. We're going to be doing the child naming ritual. We're going to teach a class on that. We're going to be offering how the Northern Europeans actually did a blood brother ritual. Yep, we had those too, and a bunch of other things. So I hope you guys found this interesting. Be sure to check back here in a week or so in our first class, the Introductory to Northern European Traditions will be on free online here on this YouTube and on our Facebook page. So I hope you found this interesting and see you all next week.